Leif Smerud, the blues-loving psychologist leading Crystal Palace's fight against relegation. Leif Smerud's journey in London began with a spark of love at first sight. As a young player on a post-season football tour, he stumbled upon a hidden gem in Soho, a blues club called Ain't Nothin' But, on Kingly Street. The vibrant live music scene captured his heart, and since then, London has held a special place in his life. But it's not just the music that fuels his passion. Coaching has been a lifelong dream for him. His coaching career took off at the Stavanger club Vidar, where he mentored a young team that included future Fulham defender Breed Hangeland. Fast forward to today, and Smerud has found a new love in Crystal Palace, where he has embraced the role of women's team manager. The club's underdog, competitive spirit resonates deeply with him, especially as he faces the challenge of keeping the team in the top flight. To navigate this critical juncture, he's ready to tap into another one of his passions, psychology. With a solid background in sports psychology and clinical practice, Smerud is well equipped to tackle the mental aspects of football. I've always been curious about why some teams with star players underperform while others with less renowned names excel, he reflects. As Crystal Palace gears up for their final 3 matches, knowing they must win all to avoid relegation, Smerud's insights into team mentality could be the key to their survival. Creating an environment where players feel safe to take risks is crucial, he emphasizes, drawing from his experience as a former caretaker manager for Norway's men's and women's teams. When players have the courage to take risks, they increase their chances of success. Playing it safe can lead to a slow decline, and that's not helpful. We need to foster a culture of bravery and courage, and that starts with strong leadership. It's been a tough road, but there's still hope. Currently, Crystal Palace finds themselves 7 points adrift of Aston Villa and Leicester, facing relegation if they can't secure a win against West Ham at home this Sunday. But Smerud is resolute in his belief that his team can rise to the occasion. He recalls a time when he needed 3 consecutive wins to qualify for the 2023 Men's European Under-21 Championship while coaching Norway, and he succeeded. I know it's possible to mobilize a team under pressure, and I thrive on these challenges. It can be done, and I have first-hand experience to back that up. If we can elevate our performances, I'm confident we can achieve our goal. But it's on us to make it happen. We'll need support, but I believe it's within our reach. Smerud stepped into the role at Palace on March 1st, just a day after Laura Kaminski was let go. His first match ended in a narrow 1-0 defeat against Liverpool, but he remains undeterred. When asked what drew him to the club, he speaks passionately about its values. What Palace stands for and aspires to be resonated with me immediately. I love working with people, and the essence of teamwork is vital. I felt a deep connection to Palace from our very first conversations, and that connection is what drives me. This isn't just about tactics, it's about building character and creating memorable experiences for our fans. There's a unique spirit at Palace, an underdog mentality that inspires us to think creatively about how to compete and find our competitive edge. It's about building a legacy, not just buying success, and that connection is essential. That's what drew me in. As Smerud navigates his first 6 matches in charge, the results have been mixed. 1 win and 5 losses, including a tough 4-0 defeat against Chelsea, where Palace played with 10 players for much of the match. However, the 1 victory against relegation rivals Villa in March stands out as a beacon of hope. That win was crucial, it proved what we're capable of under pressure. If we had lost, it could have been a turning point for us, but we rose to the occasion and delivered a performance that we can build on. When Crystal Palace was promoted, many expected them to struggle, especially after Bristol City's swift return to the lower division last season. While Palace has already surpassed Bristol's 6 points with 9, the gap between the divisions remains daunting. In my early playing years, I experienced the ups and downs of league changes in Norway, so I understand the challenges that come with promotion. Often, teams that ascend struggle to maintain their status, but if they get a second chance, they learn valuable lessons. We need to learn quickly and adapt to stay in the WSL. That's our challenge. Our mission is clear, to remain in the WSL. We're fighting for every point, and while we know it won't be easy, we're committed to that goal. My focus is on fulfilling that mission, and we'll keep pushing until the very end.